Hey, what's up, YouTube? Chris is so pro. Just got home from YCS Arlington. It was a pretty good event. I started off 3-0, but I lost the 3 after that. Started off with a misplay against Black Wings, siding in Fossil Dyna. Kind of threw me off and just kind of meh. Round 4, lost to Lightsworn. It was actually the guy, Brandon, who topped with it. You guys can see that on the main Konami website. If you go look at the event coverage, you'll see that a guy named Brandon topped with Lightsworn, and He he's the one that beat me. We went into a very close game 3, but he just pulled off. I couldn't draw what I needed to. Topping Gateway with no Samurai monsters is really bad. But the deck I was running today, the only difference is that in the main board I was not running Dark Hole. Some knucklehead retard talked me into running Spirit Reaper over Dark Hole. And, well, I decided to put that in for day 2, and I played a Winamat, lost first round to Lightsworn. Ironic. But, so I went and entered another one right away. I had to play a good friend, Douglas Haas. He's on Jonathan Moore and Philly Luna's team, sponsored. Round 2, I had to play a guy, I don't know his name. I played him at a regional before, though, and then Round 3, I had to play, or final round, because it was like an 8-player thing. I had to play Jason Holloway. He was running Lightsworn. I hadn't seen him in a while. I was really happy to see him there. Great guy. And I'm not just saying this because I beat him, but we were talking throughout the duel. We were popping jokes about how samurais are Italian, etc. But let's start with the deck that I ran for the Winamat. 3 Kageki. It's like the Marauding Captain, Bogar Knight, whatever you want to call it in the deck that summons a level 4 lower samurai when you summon it. 3 Kagamushas. It's your 2-star tuner. Pretty much goes for every single synchro of the deck. You know, you want to go for Shien with the Kageki or the hand. Barkion with Kazan or anything else. Goyos, Bryonics, Catasters, whatever. I ran Trip Kazan. It's a broken card. You just swarm the field and get your gateway. Use your gateways and your uniteds to you use your Bushido counters with the gateways that you'd get from the gateways or the uniteds to. You'd like go Kageki Kagamusha or the Kagamusha and drop a Kazan. Then you'd start doing your searches. End up with like 4 monsters on the field, and your last search being a hand to pop whatever your opponent's got and start swinging for direct. 2 Grandmaster, 3 being too much, 2 being just right, 1 being too little. Grandmaster was that one card that protected you. Like if I had a Solemn Judgment face down sometimes and a Swarm Field with a Gateway or something, a Gateway or 2, or a United and a Gateway or something like that, I let the monsters go. I'd add Grandmaster back and I'd start swarming again next turn, and I'd still have that Solemn Judgment for protection. I mean, Dark Hole really doesn't stop this deck that much. And 1 hand. If I could have made any changes, I would have run 2 hands. I don't know where I'd find the space right now, but 2 hands would have been so amazing. And especially since I kept this deck at 40 cards. Now, onto the spells. This deck runs a crap ton of spells. Trip Gateway, self-explanatory, summon, get the 2 Bushido counters, remove 4, search, remove 2, gain 500 attack. I actually use the 500 attack gain a lot to get over other Shiens and stuff like that. Ran 3 United, self-explanatory. Triple the new search card, Smoke Signal. Basically, since you're running 3 of each monster, 3 of each level 3 or lower monster besides hand, like the Kageki and the Kagamusha, you'd usually get both of those, or one of them and the Smoke Signal, and Smoke Signal will just get you your other one, be able to help you go for broke. Triple Upstart Goblin, it was a very iffy tech, but I found that, you know, by activating 1 or 2, I'd usually have the ability to swing for 10,000 plus damage. Yeah, go ahead and post your comments below if it's over 9,000, I'm pretty sure that's going to come up. But, Triple Book of Moon works so much better than double. I was testing that out. There's just so much stuff that you're going to stop. Lilas, Debris Dragons. I actually only played 1 plant deck over the weekend, and, well, I just kind of railed it. 2 MSTs to, you know, destroy your opponent's set cards. The at the end phase or during the draw phase that could potentially harm your plans. Rhoda, basic warrior searcher, Trunade, you know, you activate Trunade, get rid of all their spells and traps, and then go for broke. Dark Hole, wish I would have played that in the main event. And Reborn. Onto the traps. 2 double-edged sword techniques. People told me not to run this card. This card helped me so much because I'd activate it, go for another Sheehan, or activate it and have enough monsters to swarm my opponent for game without having to take the damage later. Double Solemn Warning. I wanted to run triple, but I found double worked just fine for me. Really, I was going around telling everyone you have to run triple Solemn Warning. You want to stop that Kageki, but it really wasn't as necessary. 3 really wasn't as necessary as I thought it would be. So, Mirror Force. It's another iffy choice for Samurais, but I think it should be run because it helps get rid of some of those other things. Torrential and Solemn Judgment. Onto the extra deck. Got a 3 Legendary 6 Samurai Sheens. People were running 2. I couldn't find any extra space. Or I couldn't find any extra Synchros to fill up space, so I just put in my 3rd Sheen. Barkion, broken, go with Kageki and Kagamusha and Kizan. Special summon this. It shuts down opponents' mirror forces, stuff like that. Organic, pitch, Android, another level 5 to go for in case, you know, you don't want to go Cataster and you need some life points or something. I'm sorry, I didn't put the extra deck in order. I didn't think I was going to show you guys. I ran double Stardust. I only ran double Stardust because you could go for 1 in the deck, and I also cited a Starlight Road. Naturia Beast, I honestly don't know why I was running this card. I saw it in some of the extra decks. People were suggesting it to me, but there was no way for my deck to summon it. I think the decks that were running it were putting that in because of Morphing Jar, and some decks are running that, I guess. But I kept it in there just in case, because I had Puppet Plants, and I had Puppet Plants in the side deck, so if I ended up taking anything level 3 Earth. Goyo, Colossal, Scrap Dragon, Scrap Archfiend, Black Rose, and Cataster. I've kept this video going on a little too long, so I'll check you guys later. Great weekend. Thanks to Leo for letting me borrow most of the Samurai stuff, and peace out.